Oh shit! Almost
Don't
broke
fall,
my ass.
man. You look good.
I know.
I was hoping for you to too, but like I know it's that Kanye. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Truth and Easy.
Yes,
This
sir.
is your
Yes,
boy
sir.
Truth.
It's your boy Eazy, and we're coming at you guys with our 21 Savage I Am Greater Than I Was official album review. As you guys can see, we're doing things a little bit differently.
Yes, sir.
And we think this is going to probably be the setup for Truth and Easy moving forward. So hopefully you guys like the quality and everything like that. And let's get into it. Let's talk about 21 Savage I Am Greater Than I Was. Are you a 21 Savage fan?
Yes, I am a fan of 21 Savage. This is the sophomore album, the follow-up to Issa album.
Yes, sir.
First time listening to it, I was like, finally, because he was supposed to drop this about a couple weeks ago, and then he tweeted saying, "Oh, my bad, I forgot to drop my album." And I'm like, how you gonna play me like that?
Like, I've dropped stuff on Spotify and shit before, like, that don't happen. Because, like, the thing is, at least for me, because I'm a small fry, I bet 21 Savage has maybe a little more pull than me with Spotify, if I were to take a guess. But it's not like you click upload and then, like, your shit's just there. Like, it takes time. So I don't know how you forget to drop your album. But, I mean, go off, King. Do your thing. You're 21 Savage. So I guess he forgot to upload his album. So we had to wait a little bit extra for this
like
project.
A good week or two.
Yeah.
He finally drops it off of first listen. I believe it was due to the hype. I enjoyed it, but then after a few listens, it was like, it's okay. It's definitely a step in the right direction following Issa, but you can tell like he's still progressing. He's still like evolving a little bit with this one.
So how would you classify yourself as a 21 fan though?
I would say yeah. When it comes to 21 Savage, I feel like he came out like a few years ago, along with like the other subpar rappers like Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi.
Subpar. You can't be talking about Uzi saying subpar. But go off, King. So, but yeah, he came around that class.
He came out in that class, and out of all of those rappers, I would say 21 definitely has like emerged to become like one of my favorites.
Yeah, I would say out of that class, like I really wasn't expecting it, but I really have become quite fond of 21 because I remember when he first burst out onto the scene, I was just like, I didn't really understand why everybody loved him so much. But as I got to like listen to him more, I really got a sense of like a lot of his personality and stuff like that, and he's got a good head on his shoulders too, so I definitely respect that.
Based off his interviews too, like you can tell like for he's came a long way.
I would say before this project, like my hype levels were like on a million because literally every feature that 21 Savage hopped on, I fucking loved. Like he had Out for the Night that he was on, even earlier with Rockstar and stuff like that. Like just all of his features that he would show up on, he just fucking slaughtered it and like took control of every track he featured on.
Don't come out the house.
Cause the gang outside, like, and then when he started whispering like a yin yang twin, I was like, this
motherfucker. Taking it back to 2006, 2007.
I was like, this motherfucker is whispering in my ear, and I love it. So I was extremely hyped for this album, and I would definitely, before this album came out, I would classify myself as a huge 21 fan. I was like, okay, I'm all on board. I'm fucking sold for this. I want more 21 Savage.
Yeah.
So the album drops. What did you think about it?
What did you think about it?
Well, I, Flow Eazy, am very disappointed. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not surprised you're saying that. I mean, I feel like 21 Savage, before he dropped the album, like you said, he was hopping on a bunch of features and he was coming correct. You know, he was holding his own, and you would expect that for his own album.
Exactly. He was doing a lot of stuff that was like, that I just didn't really expect from 21, and I was just on board with it, and I really liked it. And I feel like he played this one pretty safe. He tries like a few new things here and there.
Yeah.
And I can see him trying to come into his own as a rapper and stuff. And I respect that. And like, that's what I want to see out of a lot of artists and stuff. But I just feel like he just, a lot of this album just like fell back to just like same old 21. Like I didn't feel like there was
21.
much new here.
On God.
I felt like he just got too comfortable again. You know
Straight
what I mean?
up.
And like when I heard him on features, he was doing all this interesting stuff with his flows and cadences, and even like his
he was thinking
his
outside the
topics
box
and stuff. And I was like, man, I really love this form of 21. But it really felt like this contained a lot of like old songs, and then like he put some new stuff on there that he's been working on and shit. Because I really do feel like on all of his features, he really knocked it out of the park. But then on this album, it was lackluster. Like I think outside of my top 3, there might be one other song that I struggle to like try to put in my top 3. But other than that, I'm very disappointed.
Is it at least an improvement from the debut?
Truth be told, I didn't listen to Issa that much because that was still around the time that I didn't really get him. Like I think I listened to Issa maybe like twice or something like that. So I can't really tell you. But the fact that I didn't go back to Issa very much is probably speaks volumes to it. But from what I can remember, like I don't think truthfully this album has a song better than Bank Account. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest, yeah. But other than that, like this album might be an overall improvement. Like I like the direction. I just don't know if the execution of the album was necessarily the best. But the the direction he's going towards about like how the album starts off and stuff like that, like tackling those concepts and stuff, like I'm down with that. And I want to see him pursue that just in more creative ways.
All right. So we're gonna do the top and bottom 3 songs.
What did you think of the album, though?
I liked it.
Overall,
I think it's slightly better than Issa. I feel like this is a good step in the right direction, and hopefully he can continue to build that momentum. Yeah. And I really hope that he continues to hop on other people's tracks and just keeps on delivering.
More inspiration from other artists and shit. Yeah, I feel that.
So did you want to start off with the top or the bottom? I think we should end it on a good note. So
okay,
let's talk about the bottom. So what you got for us?
All right. So the bottom, I would say there are 2 songs on here that are horrible. Like when I listened to these songs, I laughed, and I was just like,
I think I already know at least one song.
I was like, 21. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. This ain't it, Chief.
This ain't it, Chief.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what they are. A&T is just horrible. Like I'm sorry. Like I understand A&T because it is that very Atlanta sound. It's that very like Atlanta, like
that club scene, that strip club like, scene. You know,
this reminds me so heavily of, I don't know if you remember this project from Childish Gambino, Stone Mountain, but he had like music on it that was very Atlanta.
Yeah, it was Stone Mountain / Kawhi.
Yeah, exactly. And on the Stone Mountain half, this sound is very reminiscent of that. It's very, very Atlanta.
Is there a particular song or just the whole album?
I know that there's one song in particular, but I can't remember what it is.
Is it? Oh man, it has a girl feature.
Yeah,
right?
and
that one was so cringy.
That song
was
horrible.
God, that was like the only skip.
Yeah, and if you're from Atlanta, this song might mean a lot more to you, and it might ring more true for you, or whatever, remind you of home or something. But I'm gonna say this, for me, I'm never gonna listen to this song again. I just did not much care for A&T.
All right.
The second song, I commend the effort. And honestly, like, I like the concept, but Ball Without You is just an interesting way for 21 Savage.
Is it just that small part?
It's not even that, like,
the whole song.
I love 21 Savage's voice for a very particular reason, and it's because whatever his engineer or mixer does, like his vocals like really cut through a beat, and it's, to me, it sounds so fucking good the way he just like The way his voice and cadence just slashes through a beat, I love it. But on this song, he like cranks up like the auto tune all the way, and it's not good auto tune. Like I love auto tune. Like I'm not one of these people that's like, oh my god, this song has auto tune. I'll never listen to the song again. I
mean, we grew up listening to T-Pain, you know, so
right,
we
like
that.
I love auto tune when used correctly, and this is not used correctly. Not to mention, I don't know how much he paid him. I don't know where 21 even found the guy, but he dead ass found Ice JJ Fish in the later part of this song to come in and sing a falsetto solo. And I was like, bro, if there's one thing I never wanted to see in my life, it is 21 Savage attempting to sing falsetto. But like, I want to commend this because I like the topic. Like, I think it's very clear. Like, he was doing an interview with Breakfast Club, and he said it wasn't about Amber Rose, but like,
yeah,
who else? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm sure that he's speaking a lot of generalities and stuff, but I think there's very clearly stuff there that was inspired by Amber Rose and stuff. So, and I know that affected him a lot, but I mean, I just think that, again, like the idea, the direction, the execution, however, was not the best in my opinion. And then the last song, I don't think it's like horrible, but I'm gonna have to go with Break the Law.
Okay.
It just sounds like really formulaic 21, and like I wanted to see more transformation from him. And I think there's other songs on here that show a much more different 21 and a bigger transformation. And I feel like Break the Law is very regressive in that it doesn't show him propelling forward at all, in my opinion.
All right. My bottom three is the same.
All three?
All three.
Oh shit, look at that.
A&T, Ball Without You, and Break the Law. The intro to the album, you know, it was very strong. And then second track was Break the Law, and then it just goes down. You know, I just couldn't really mess with that song. And then A&T, it had the potential when it first came on, but then you hear the girl sing, and it's just like, like it was just rough. Because
I agree. I think the second half of this album is so much better than the first. Like the first half, when I was listening to this, I was just like, fuck, man. Like, not 21, bro. Like, please don't do this to me. But as the album went on, like, I think the songs got a lot better. And I think like the first half is more, for the most part, is more 21 being formulaic and shit. And then like he kind of like gets into his own. So
yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the bottom three. I don't really want to keep on discussing about that because they were trash, to be honest.
There you go.
Top three, of course, I gotta go with the intro a lot, featuring J. Cole. When I first heard this track and I heard someone hopping into the second verse just talking, and I'm like, is that Jermaine Cole? Jermaine Cole on a 21 Savage track? Who would have ever predicted that to happen?
Yeah.
And just like 21, J. Cole, specifically 2018, he has been killing like every feature. And I feel like with this one, it's just, it shows obviously that he was spitting, and it was a great verse.
So my opinion on that song, when I first heard it, I was like, damn, bro, like that shit was hot. Like this, like 21 and J. Cole, like who would have predicted that?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, the more I listen to it,
it's just whatever for you because it's J. Cole.
And it's not because of J. Cole. I agree with you in that literally every guest feature that J. Cole's been on this year has been complete fire. Like this is the J. Cole that I've been wanting for so long. Like he's been on fire this year.
Hopefully we experience that J. Cole when he drops the off season.
I mean, whenever the fuck that comes
Seriously.
out. But I would say I like his like the verse just doesn't wow me anymore. Like when I first heard it, I kind of liked it. But listening to it more, I feel like the flow gets very boring, and like what he's saying, like kind of it's just kind of him like giving props to 21 and shit. And it's just like I feel like that doesn't go with the song like at all. Like I get it. He wants to like co-sign 21 and shit like that, and that's cool. But like, I don't know. I like the message of the song. Like I like the theme of it, and I feel like J. Cole just kind of ruined it.
This dude took a 6.5 hour drive to Atlanta to go link up with 21.
Hey, well, that's pretty cool.
Dedication right there. My next track, top 3. I want to go with Padlock.
Okay. Yeah, I like Padlock.
Padlock. I was just really surprised with that song, and kind of like how you feel with Astral Thunder a bit when you're just sitting on the bed just looking up. Right. That's how I feel about Padlock.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get that feeling.
I get that feeling with that song a lot. It's a really great song. And my last track, I want to say Monster.
With Childish.
Featuring Childish Gambino. And that's another surprise guest on this album. I was not expecting Childish Gambino and 21 to link up, even though they're part of the Atlanta culture, that area. I wasn't expecting Childish Gambino to be on a 21 album, especially rapping, because lately he's just been on his generic bullshit, just singing and off of that Awaken My Love album. I don't know how you feel personally about the album, but me, I didn't like that album. So
yeah, I really warmed up to it. I ended up liking a lot of it.
But listening to Childish Gambino finally spitting, it's just like, wow, he's taking it back to like a few years ago when he was like really spitting. So I appreciated Childish Gambino's verse, and even 21, like they both held their own end.
Yeah.
The song Monster, the fame, the money make a monster, it's facts.
My top, I'll start it off with Monster as well. I think that's a very standout track here. And similarly, like I was very shocked to hear that Childish Gambino was on this album, not because of it being 21 Savage, because I know that Childish Gambino has a lot of love for the Atlanta sound and the Atlanta, just anything from Atlanta. He's just big on. Obviously, that's his home.
Some people would say he's like the Andre 3000 of this generation.
Like in a way,
yeah.
I struggle to say that because obviously Andre 3000
is a legend,
is a god essentially. So like, I don't want to put anybody up on that level yet, but like, I'm not mad at
some people can say that.
But like with Monster, I was shocked because I didn't expect Childish Gambino to give anyone a guest verse. Like that just didn't seem like I would understand if he had them on his album, like how he had a bunch of artists on like This Is America at the end and shit.
That's
like he had
true,
21 on there.
And Young Thug, right?
Yeah, he had Young Thug as well. And like I would expect that, but I was not expecting like him to hop on a guest feature because I just feel like Childish Gambino is in this tier where it's like almost like a Frank Ocean kind of thing, where it's like he'll drop his music
and then just
disappear. Like, and he'll very seldom work with other artists, if ever. Like Frank Ocean has worked with other people, but like Childish Gambino, I just was not expecting him to give anybody like a guest verse, just because I feel like he's like in this isolated world almost or something. Like I know it's hard to explain, but that should just caught me off guard, and I really love it. I think the hook is fucking amazing on this song. I agree. I really like Monster. Next song is gonna be ASMR. My boy comes
whispering
back with
again.
The whispering flow. I don't know what it is, bro. I just love that shit. I just think the song is just it's hard as fuck. Like I love bumping out to this song. I think this is another standout track on this project, and my favorite song on the project is Good Day with Schoolboy Q.
Today was a good day.
Ain't had to spray the cake.
That was very close to entering my top 3.
That shit was just complete fire. And of course, one of my favorite feature artists now is 21, funnily enough, but Schoolboy Q. When it's featuring Schoolboy Q, I know Schoolboy Q coming with that gas, bro. Like this shit was just complete fire. I loved his verse, and obviously I love 21's verse, and the hook is just catchy and dope and just complete flames. I would also like to give an honorable mention to 4L, because on that shit he's taking like shots at like all these rappers that like claiming to be hard and shit, but they're all fake. Like they ain't like been through the streets and shit like that. Because I remember when I was listening to that, I was like, damn, like 21 out here speaking facts, bro. He says like they sell a couple songs and their face or some shit. And I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
yep,
that's
yep.
facts, bro. I was like, go off, King. So yeah, he definitely spoke his shit on that one. But yeah, that would be definitely my top.
I do have a couple of honorable mentions, you know, because like when I was coming up with the top 3, I was having a difficult time trying to decide what's gonna be in it.
Right.
I have 1.5 featuring Offset. When it comes to 21 Savage and Offset, you know, those two, they work very well together. And with the Without Warning album, you know, that was very great. You know, so
great.
having those two link up for a track again, like that was great. All My Friends with Post Malone.
That's a good song.
Another track that I just really love. And Post Malone 21, they link up and it's beautiful.
Yeah, anything else?
Out for the Night Part 2.
Okay, so
with Travis Scott, and like I know it was like a bonus track, but that was phenomenal.
All right, so Out for the Night Part 2 is interesting because it's not like, to me, Out for the Night Part 2 like is like split into 2 songs.
Yeah.
Because like obviously you have 21's Out for the Night part, and then like
you just add in Travis.
It's just like a complete different beat, complete different mood, completely different subject matter. Just like everything is different. It doesn't make like any sense at all. But I will say, like Travis Scott's like half is fire.
Fuego.
Amazing. So I definitely enjoyed that. But yeah, that was our thoughts on the 21 Savage project. I Am Greater Than I Was. What did you guys think of the album? What are your top 3 songs, bottom 3 songs? Let us know in the comment section down below. I've been your boy Eazy.
It's been your boy Truth.
Follow our links in the description to all our social medias and anywhere you can find us if you'd like to. And we'll catch you guys in our next video. Peace out.